Guys, welcome back to an episode by Bren World and to another, or pretty much two, Minecraft title updates. And so some people have been saying that these last two updates are the last two updates to come to console, because if I'm correct, Brayton, isn't this the last, or aren't we equal with computer now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now console editions and pretty much everything is everything, like it's all equal. So I don't think this will be the last update forever, but probably for quite a while at least. But of course I'll be joined by Brayton like I am in pretty much all the update videos. But today we have not only TU53, but over there we have TU54. TU53 actually came out about 4 weeks ago, but we just downloaded it yesterday. But I didn't film the video yesterday because Brayton said that TU54 was supposed to be coming today, which for us today is Tuesday, June 27th, 2017. And it did come today, so I got it, and that update is a lot more cool than TU53 in my opinion. But yeah, so we're gonna go through TU53 real quick. So yeah, so I think Brayton will show the first things. So this is the first new thing, starting just right off the bat.
This is all glazed terracotta.
Yeah, this is glazed terracotta. So Brayton, or basically Brayton set these all up. So if you set them up in a certain way, they set up like a big giant design. Some of them is kind of just doesn't look that great, like this kind of, but some of you can see really matches up. And you can see that one has some like sword handle type things in it. This one's kind of futuristic. This one's kind of like royal flooring. And you can just use them as some cool carpet and everything.
Like vampires.
Yeah, this would be good for like flowers or something. And that one has little creeper faces in, which you can see right there.
And none of the glazed terracotta can be moved by pistons. Well, doesn't stick to sticky pistons or slime blocks.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's that. And basically Brayton down here, he made this house right here using mostly new blocks. I believe the only blocks that aren't new that he used, or at least somewhat new, are these stairs, of course. But
sea lanterns kind of new.
Yeah, sea lanterns are pretty new, but we'll show these in a second. But those are shulker boxes, but you can see that Brayton just kind of went around with that. And yeah, it's just kind of showing how you can use those, which is pretty cool for some flooring. So yeah. But then going back up here, so next up what we have is this, which Brayton showed me, which is another new thing which Brayton can demonstrate real quick. So basically you take concrete powder and it makes concrete when you drop it in water. So that's concrete powder that he has right now. You can see it just dropped in there and made concrete. So yeah. So you can just keep on doing that and it just makes concrete. So that's one thing that you can do with concrete powder and concrete. And we got all the colors in concrete powder, which this is concrete powder right here. You can see all the different colors that we have. And then right over here is concrete itself, not concrete powder, just concrete, which is basically the same exact thing as the different colors of clay, in my opinion.
But it's way more vibrant and just way better looking.
Yeah. Wait, is this? Can't tell which which one's terracotta or not, because there's terracotta and there's cement, but they both kind of look the same, or I mean concrete. So let's get like dark green.
This one's terracotta.
Wait, which one?
This one right here.
Ah.
Concrete like is so.
Oh, okay. So never mind. I believe what was I calling these two things?
I think you're calling this concrete powder.
Okay, so yeah, so
you're
this.
calling this concrete.
Yeah, these both of these things are terracotta. But yeah, so that is so this is terracotta and this is the terracotta. What was the other terracotta stuff?
This is glazed terracotta and then this is terracotta itself.
Okay, so yeah, so this is terracotta and this is glazed terracotta. So that's what those two things are. I messed it up, but this right here is the cement powder right here, which you can use to make the cement, which Brayton is holding the lime green cement powder right there. Oh, now it's gone. And yeah, so that's that. And I think I kind of forgot to put the cement, but that doesn't really matter because you pretty much already saw it. But it's pretty basic. It basically, I would say like the clay, glazed terracotta and cement kind of look the same. But yeah, so that's all the new things down here. But then here on our second level,
this is terracotta and this is cement.
Oh, okay. I'm so confused. So this is glazed terracotta. That is terracotta. that is cement, and that is cement powder. Okay, so we got it all fixed now. Thanks to Brayton can somehow tell all these apart. And I was saying these things kind of look like the little orb thing that follows Link around on The Legend of Zelda. But yeah, so basically over here we have all these blocks separate. So this is the glazed terracotta. Just this is what all the blocks look like by themselves. So then you can put them all together and make those different designs. But yeah, so that's all them by themselves. But then over here these are shulker boxes, which is basically like chests, but the new coolest type of chest. As you can see, when Brayton opens them, they spin open like that.
I put my map in there. If I break it.
Yeah, so Brayton just put his map in there. So Brayton put his map in there and then broke it. So then if I put it down, as you can see, the map is still in there. So basically that's just, it's almost like a backpack kind of, because basically you can pretty much just go in anywhere you need. It's like a ton of extra room or something. So those are very, very nice. You can see they're basically different colored shulkers without the shulker itself inside. But yeah, those are very, very cool. And you actually, I thought that we were only going to get like the actual color of the shulker, which is like that color, purple. But we actually got it in every single color. So then like the last big thing for TU53 is over here, which this is the iron nugget, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the iron nugget, which is basically, I actually did not turn it sideways. If you go in here, you can see that is actually how it is. So here's a gold nugget, and that's the iron nugget, so it's sideways.
That looks good.
Yeah, it looks better, but if you have like a dentist, I think this would look like good for teeth or something. And then this is the shulker shell. Yeah, shulker shell, which basically if you put two of those together, you make a shulker box. So yeah, so that's what those are for. And then right here you can see the sign. You probably can barely even see that, but it says dual wield intro, which you can see Brayton is grabbing out a map and an arrow, and you can see I'll show it on my screen, but you can see that you now have this extra slot right here. So now you can actually not fully dual wield, but you can see Brayton right now, he is holding a map and a sword. So he's if we look over at his screen real quick, you can see that on his little HUD he has a map and a diamond sword, and you can see the map, and you don't, it's very nice because when you're like flying trying to find stuff on worlds, yeah, you don't have to look down or anything, it's just right there. So that's pretty nice. But why I call it intro is because as of right now, the only things you can have whatever you want in your right hand, but in your left hand, all you can have so far is a map, an arrow, or the last thing you can have in your other hand is the Totem of Undying, which comes in TU54. So yeah, so you can have whatever you want in your right hand, but left hand it is only Totem of Undying, maps, or arrows. So yeah, but still pretty darn useful. So that's why I called it the dual wielding intro, because it's not really full dual wielding yet. But that is pretty much, or there's a few more things for TU53 which I put down here. Which first off, yeah, Brayton can come down and show this real quick.
All the wool all got a texture change.
Yeah, so it all got a texture change, which basically you can see it's a little more vibrant colors, and I noticed you can kind of see lines going across a little better, I think. So, not too big, but it's a lot more vibrant and everything. Get yourself out of here, boy. Okay, anyway, the other thing is, it also came with 2 more packs, Adventure Time, and Adventure Time, not only an Adventure Time skin pack, but, yeah, there's not a skin pack, but it's a mashup pack, which if you don't know what that is, it's a skin pack and a texture pack combined, and it also, yeah, it comes with a world with stuff from Adventure Time. So that's not too big, but if you love skin packs and Adventure Time and all that, then there you go. And Magic the Gathering, which is a card game, so if you like that, then there's a skin pack. That's not a texture pack or a mashup pack, that is just a skin pack. So yeah, so those are those 2 things. Up next is controls and settings, which basically now if you click, actually, yeah, if you click this and go to controls, now you can see this is a little different. So there's your reset to defaults, but now you have invert, look, southpaw, and then you can also lock, move, sprint, and then like you can change what you click to do your actions to different click things. So it's a lot more customability or whatever. And then yeah, so it's pretty darn awesome. And some of these cool things, you can also fly different with those. And then for minigame lobbies, this is pretty darn cool. You can actually vote now and confirm ready. So that'll be very nice for like voting whether you want to use snowballs or shovels on like the tumble minigame, or confirm ready for like Hunger Games or anything. And then spectating, you can select previous player, next player. You can use your bat squeaking still, and then cancel spectating. And glide minigame, and yeah, so that's all. So that's it for the new controls and settings, so a lot more customability and everything. And then in this chest here, in TU19, of course, we got fireworks, and the last update, TU48, I believe it was, we got Elytra, which was probably the coolest thing in that update, which basically you put Elytra on in its wings, in case if you haven't seen that yet. But now what you can actually do is, if we... Yeah, we'll show Brayton here. So if you get fireworks, you actually used to have to click A or hold A to keep on gliding.
But that's only on creative.
Yeah, but only on creative. But now if you use fireworks, you just keep on going and going. You can see it looks a lot more cool though too, because it looks like you're like Iron Man, but instead of like flames shooting out, you can see like you actually have smoke. So you can just see how cool that looks. Like Brayton's making loops. You can have like
Awesome.
Yeah, you can do like little air shows now. Like, see, it's just, that's a really cool addition, because not only is it a lot more useful, so you can just unlimited glide pretty much, but it's also just very, very nice for being able to just like have air shows and just be really, really cool with that. But yeah, that is it for TU53. So not an insane cool update, but definitely some cool additions. Some, I would say this update's mainly for storage and decoration, I would say, and kind of balancing update. Okay, well we're gonna have to spawn those back in. So some of our guys despawned over here, so we're gonna spawn those back in. We'll be right back, because we're gonna move on to TU54. Okay, so yeah, so now we got them all spawned back in. So this is TU54. This is the update that for us came out today. So yeah, but this is the cool update in my opinion. Yeah. So heading over here, Brayton built this little demonstration. So this is our first new item, which on the back you can see it looks like a little face type thing. Like a little face where he's just like, I want to kill myself.
A lot of times they use that face, like for face.
Yeah, but then on the top you have an arrow, and then on the side you have this little like squid butthole thing. But it's a really cool looking block in my opinion. You got that like little strap band looking thing around it. But this is of course in the redstone. It is called an observer, which you can see Brayton's pulling that lever. And you can see that's pretty much what happens.
The block on this part updates, it sends the redstone signal.
Yeah, so basically when there's a block that goes over the face, it sends a redstone signal. And then if you put a little slime block in front of this,
you can't do it on the ground, it sticks to it.
Oh yeah, wait, you can't do that?
Wait. Technical difficulties.
Okay, well while Brayton's setting that up, I'm gonna move on and show this stuff real quick. So this is the thing that I was talking about earlier, which is the Totem of Undying, which is kind of like a little voodoo doll looking thing. You can see him in the little item frame right there. And basically, when you have this on survival, I can't remember completely what it does, but I heard that it's like something like you can't die or something like that. I'll test it out on survival real quick, but let me do this.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, whoa. That was weird. Okay, so as you see, I just dropped. And it
Whoa,
when you get extremely hurt, it goes in front of your face and like does a little spin, and then all of a sudden you're like completely healed back up. So that was a really cool animation, and that was pretty darn cool. I don't know what that Elder Guardian thing was that flashed in front of my.
It gives you it makes your mining. It gives you what is it called? It makes your mining slower. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, haste or no, that makes you go faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so here Brayton set this thing up real quick. So that's one of the new mobs, but we'll try this real quick. You can see it bounce me away a little bit, but you can put slime blocks on it and do that.
I don't know how it did, but there's some that can launch you like a few hundred blocks. Why is he dying?
I don't know. So yeah, so that is the Totem of Undying. Definitely one of the cooler items in the game, I think. And then these two are our first two curses, which are of course down here, because all of these are enchantments, but right here, or somewhere up here, I believe. Yeah, there's one of them, and then the other one's right here. So we got we got the Curse of Binding one and the Curse of Vanishing one. So I don't really know what those do, but I'm guessing you put them on weapons or whatever. And binding that usually means like folding or something. So that would be cool if it like folds people to death. And then vanishing, you probably hit people when it makes them vanish or something. But these are the next thing, which you can see Brayton is actually jumping on right now. So they're pretty much slime blocks inside beds. So
they're not as bouncy.
Yeah, they're not near as bouncy as slime blocks, but you can see you can go ahead and jump on beds now.
And if you walk on them, they don't make you slow.
Yeah, but if you walk on them, they don't make you slow. But now you can actually jump on beds, so that's pretty darn cool. Makes it more realistic. But that's one of the new animations. But one of the other new animations is actually with item frames, because it used to just be like you put stuff in it and then there you go. But we just got granite. But now when you put it in, if you watch closely, you can see it actually kind of like bumped it a little bit. So yeah, so that's it. Kind of just bumps it. So it's not doing it now because I need to put a new one on there. But yeah, it does that.
I don't think it could ever. Wait, put it back. Don't put the granite. Wait, oops. I don't think it could ever go like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it could. Yeah, it could.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically, along with the ability to jump on beds now, as you can see, there's now every type of color of beds. So every color that's in the game is now beds. So of course, my favorite color is cyan. So there's a cyan bed. So that's one I'll be using now. But this is now called the red bed because it used to just be the bed, the only bed in the game. But now you can see we have every color of bed. So that's a lot better. Now you can have whatever color of bed you want, so that is very, very awesome. So that's a pretty big addition. And then going over here, this is pretty much all the rest of the things that's in this update, but it is huge. This is like the update of spawn eggs. I believe this is the most spawn eggs we have ever gotten in an update. Yeah, because this is like insane. We have 12
new eggs.
Yeah, we have 12 new spawn eggs. So this is all of them, as you can see here. I can't really remember the names of all of them, but I know that's a wither skeleton, and that's a parrot. That's a zombie horse, skeleton horse, llama. So basically, just moving on.
Those are
right here.
Those two are like Vindicator.
Yeah. So yeah, so basically over here we have the llama, which we have been waiting for a long time, but these can be somewhat useful, because not only are they somewhat cute, but on survival, if you like tie them up near your sheep farm, or your sheep, they actually protect it from wolves, so wolves will not kill your sheep, and you can tame them, of course. They are a lot slower than horses or anything, but now you can, even though they're slower, they do protect your sheep from wolves. And instead of saddles, since saddles are pretty darn hard to find on survival, you actually use carpet to control these guys and everything. So as you can see, Brayton just had red carpet on them. So they each have different designs also, which is pretty cool. So that's black, which I said kind of looks like Zorro.
That's gray.
Or that's gray. So yeah, so he kind of looks like Zorro because he got the little mask and everything. But so yeah, so each one has different designs. So Brayton's gonna go through and do all of them. So that was red, and then that's gray. So now he's putting
That one was
So yeah, and then you can see they have a little tail right there. And there is baby ones. There's not baby parrots yet. I don't know if there is baby parrots at all, but there is baby llamas. So if you take an egg, like you always do, of course you can make a little baby llama, which they are very, very cute.
So there's black.
So that's black right there.
Yeah, that's black.
Yeah, that's black carpet, and then the baby will eventually come out, but it's kind of just sitting.
Blue.
There it is. See, that is the baby llama right there.
He looks like an Egyptian person now.
Yeah, that's the blue carpet, kind of Egyptian looking, but that's the little baby llama, very, very cute. So yeah, so that is light blue.
Yep.
Yeah, that's light blue. So they all kind of have the same thing. Some of them are way different, but most of them are relatively the same. That's cyan, which is kind of cool for like Mexican parties, I think. That is green. Oh, he's got a little creeper on his back.
And then my color, which I don't like on him.
That's like Easter celebration. That's lime green. That is pink. So
it's like a cake.
Yeah, it's kind of like cake llama.
magenta, purple.
Yeah, that's purple. It kind of looks black. But oh,
There is an Enderman.
Yep, he's got an Enderman on his back.
Okay, there's a little bit more.
And I just want to show black real quick. Something cool that you could do with black, because I saw it on a thumbnail and I thought it was like a referee or something. For some reason, but if you put black on it, if you look from the front of him, he actually kind of looks like a referee. If you don't look at the back of him, see, he looks like he's got stripes and he looks like a referee. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take that off. And Bryson has a couple more to put on him. That is red. So yeah, so kind of like Where's Waldo. That's orange. And kind of stay up here just in case if any more of them have something on their backs. You can see their little hooves down there. And that is, what is that? Oh, that's light gray. So it kind of looks like they have like Native American stuff on.
And that's one eye.
Yeah, that's gray.
Brown.
That's brown, so
Another Native American.
yeah, it's another Native American type thing.
White.
And then the last one is yellow, so that's kind of another Egyptian type one. But yeah, so that is all of the ones that you can put. So the llama, somewhat useful for protecting your sheep from wolves and all that type of stuff. So yeah, so
can you break the fence because one of my parrots is stuck?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got him back on now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so moving on is probably everyone's most excited new mob for this update, which is parrots. Right here, there's 5 different colors of parrots, which I have exactly one of each type in here. So that is the gray one. He's got a little yellow head right there, if you can kind of see him. There's a lime green one over there, which is pretty much just all lime green. A regular, like, cliched always parrot, which is the red, yellow, and blue one. The dark blue one, and my favorite one, he's like,
Cyanide.
yeah, he's like cyan. He's got a yellow belly, and then like on the front of his head, it kind of fades off to a lime green. So that's the parrot right there. So yeah, so that is all 5 of the parrots. And then Bryson's gonna demonstrate the things right here. You can actually make them ride on your shoulder. Well, I'll demonstrate taming them real quick. So if you get your parrot and you get
cookies or seeds.
Yeah, cookies or seeds.
But people are saying not to feed them cookies. I don't know why.
Yeah, cookies might be bad for them. So if you can see, oh, I got my favorite type. So basically just do that, and then eventually you have them tamed. So if you have seeds, you can make them sit, which you can see right there.
You don't have to have seeds.
Oh yeah, you don't have to have seeds, but you can see their legs basically just go up and down, and that he's sitting up and standing up. And once he's doing that, you walk into him, and then as you can see, I now have him on my shoulder.
I have my 2 favorite birds.
Yeah, Bryson has both of his, and both of them are on his shoulders.
They move with your head.
Yeah, and as you can see, they move with your head. So it's pretty darn funny. I didn't know you could have 2 of them on your shoulder, but it's pretty hilarious, and parrots are a very good pet to have, I think. So yeah, so basically how you
can't jump.
Yeah, if you jump, they both come off, as you can see. But the other cool thing about them, about parrots, is you can actually come over here, and you can see I have a jukebox. And if you get, I noticed with some of the music discs that are not like as groovy or whatever, they don't usually dance, but parrots actually dance. So far, I think works the best. But this is the far music disc, and when I put it in here, you can see the parrots stop with their, some of them will, but
I think they need to be a little bit closer.
Yeah, some of them aren't really dancing, but I'm gonna get some more spawn eggs, and if you spawn some parrots near your music disc, some of them every once in a while, eventually if I...
Oh, they're dancing. There's one.
Oh, yep, you can see him right there. It's pretty darn hilarious. I don't really know why they did that, but I'm happy they did. You can see they just dance for a little bit, and they basically kind of just rapidly rock back and forth. It's really weird, but it's also very cool in my opinion.
The dark blue one just looks weird. It doesn't look weird.
That red one's like the only one dancing for us, but that red one's really into it. But if you can see, yeah, you can see him perfectly fine. But parrots dance, so that adds, in my opinion, that adds a whole new use to jukeboxes. It's very cool.
Really bad music.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's like the only one dancing for some reason, but I don't really know why, but yeah, that basically shows it. So some things I forgot to mention on the llamas is if you hit them on survival, they actually spit at you, and they make really weird noises, because if we take that out real quick and stand near them, every once in a while they'll go like, ooh, and they just make the weirdest noises. And then every once in a while they'll go like they're hawking up a loogie or something. Nice. And then if you hit them on survival, that loogie that they just hawked up, they spit at you, and it actually takes about half a heart away from you. So
they're pretty strong.
Maybe if I hit him.
You're scared to go into survival because
you can barely, he's not really making any sounds, but if you get this update by yourself, you'll be able to hear some more of the sounds. So that is the llama there.
so much bigger.
So yeah, so pretty darn cool there. So yeah, so that is that. This here is not a new mob, of course. This is just the Elder Guardian, but what's new about it is we actually now have spawn eggs for the Elder Guardian. You used to have to find an
what was here?
Oh.
Another thing.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what was there. Oh.
I think I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is that. So basically now we just have a spawn egg for the Elder Guardian, so now you don't have to find a Guardian temple or anything. You can spawn it by yourself. So that is the Guardian, that's the regular Guardian. So that, now you can spawn the Elder Guardian, so it's pretty huge. So now if you want to fight him but don't want to find a temple and you can barely see him because he's in water and everything, you can just see him right there now.
Fatigue, I remembered it now.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's pretty darn cool. The other thing, which is not new, I actually had spawned, but he's not spawned anymore. Which is he is the Wither skeleton. So these have been around since TU19, but basically you find them in the Nether, and they're black skeletons with little iron swords, which you get Wither skeleton skulls to fight the Wither itself. Which you can spawn the Wither. There's no spawn egg for him, of course, but you spawn him with the 3 or 4, yeah, the 4 blocks of soul sand, and then the 3 Wither skeletons, 3 Wither skeleton skulls. And then now we thought we had these since TU19, and everyone was making videos like how to get the skeleton horse, how to get the zombie horse. No, there was none of those. Now there is. So now there is actually spawn eggs for the skeleton horse.
Wait, how did he get out?
And the zombie horse. I spawned him right there.
Oh.
So here's the skeleton horse. Very, very cool. And basically, of course, it's just a skeleton horse, and you can see through him with his ribs and everything. So that is the skeleton horse, and then
they can't be tamed.
Yeah, they can't be tamed. But
you can still ride them though.
Yeah, you can ride them, and you can also name them. But over here is the zombie horse, which is basically the same thing, but with green over him. So it's basically just a green horse, but that's pretty darn cool. So if you're a little more dark and demented, now you got skeleton and zombie horses. So that's pretty cool. Over here, we've had zombie villagers, of course, for a long time. I believe since TU19 also. But now now there is a spawn egg. So
they've been here for a long time.
Yeah, it might have been before TU19. I don't really know, but now there is a spawn egg for zombie villagers, so you can get them. This is
they look different.
Yeah, because
since like the update before TU53.
Yeah, because this one he has like a lab coat and like puke on his shirt or something. And then over here is the husk, which is basically a zombie with torn up clothing, which we've had these.
Tall too.
Yeah, it's a little bit taller also, but we've had these for a while, but they're very, very rare. But now we have spawn eggs, so you can spawn those. So most of these are not new. We just have spawn eggs. These are new. But for the Wither skeleton, for the Elder Guardian, and both of those are not new. But we now have spawn eggs for them.
Wait. I think we're missing something. Yeah, we're missing something.
So while Brayton's figuring that out, I'm going to go over here. But these are the 2 new things which we'll show after this. They actually have a new structure, which is like the biggest natural structure in Minecraft history. Over here, which is this is the Evoker, which is basically a villager, but he's evil and he will fight you. He's actually kind of like a new mini boss on the game because he's very hard on survival. Yes. Okay, sorry guys, my battery died. I got another one in. But yeah, so that is the Evoker. Pretty basic on the back, if you let me see his back. Yeah, so nothing much on the back, but he's kind of like a little wizard. But then over here, this is, yeah, so there's the Evoker, the Vex, and the Vindicator. This is the Vindicator, which is basically the same thing, but a little weaker, and he's got, like, striped pants, and then on the back he's got these, like, little, dot type things, which you can see right there.
Buttons.
Yeah, like little buttons. But those are the two things. But then the other things we couldn't trap because they can go through floors and everything. But these are Vexes, which these guys spawn from the evoker. They spawn these, which are Vexes, which you can see are they go through the floor, but they're basically like little tiny people, but they have little wings and swords, which you can barely see because most of them are floating through the floor right as I spawn them. But you can see them down here. They're pretty cool little mobs. If I can get a good look at one of them. So yeah, so they have like these little torn up white wings and little like iron swords, and they're little like blue people.
I got the missing mob now.
Yeah, right there you can see that's the front of him. So pretty cool little mob. They kind of float around like little creepy witch ghosts things. Oh yeah, this was a missing mob. So what was that called?
This is a stray.
Yeah, so this is a stray, which is basically a skeleton. He still has a bow and he has like ripped up clothing. Have we had this guy?
Yeah, he spawns in the ice biomes. That's why we've never seen him, because we don't have that.
Yeah, so this is another guy. We have had him for a little while, but we also have a spawn egg for him. So basically, we got a few new spawn eggs, but most of the spawn eggs are for things we've already had, but now you can spawn them. So you can pretty much spawn everything that you want to, anytime you want, except for the Ender Dragon pretty much now. But that is pretty much all for TU54, except for one thing, which we will go on to another world to show, which is where the little, which is the Woodland Mansions, which is where the Evokers, Vexes, and Vindicators live. So yeah, so that's it for TU54, but going on to the last part, and then we will end off this video. So, yeah, I believe that's everything we had to show here, so pretty darn cool, 2 updates, so we'll just go, actually, we have to go on to here and show a few new things. There's also a new skin pack, which is minigame heroes, because last time we got minigame masters, but now there's minigame heroes. There's also a Giants Glide track pack, 3 new tracks with everything is huge. And then there's also explorer maps, which helps you find ocean temples and the new woodland mansions and the new cartographer village to sell them to you. So yeah, so we're gonna go on to our other world to show the final thing, the woodland mansions, and then that'll be it. So yeah, so as you can see, Brayton searched up a seed and got a seed, so we finally found one of these because we got a whole bunch of worlds trying to find one, but this is the woodland mansion. So of course you usually find it in a woodland, but since we've had, I guess this is pretty much a woodland.
The person I watched for it, he had this. Maybe I think it'll just be nice if we do a link to his channel.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah, we might.
But this is it. As I said, it's like the biggest natural spawned structure. I don't think they're extremely rare, but obviously they kind of are. If your world does have one, they're pretty easy to find because these are ginormous. They're a pretty decent sized mansion. Pretty huge. So yeah, so that's the roof. You can see it's like 2 levels, but it's actually 3 floors tall. So this is actually the door right here, so you can see it's very nice built and everything. And yeah, this is a little entrance right here. So inside it's basically just fun to explore, and there's carpet going everywhere. That's the stairs, but the first floor is basically all this stuff down here. You got like these dance floor looking places, the little flower farms, and then as you can see, that is a Vindicator, so they kind of, those are the people that live here, of course. And there's Vindicators and the...
That looks like it would be a hidden room.
What, this place?
Break through it. Hey!
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, there's hidden rooms everywhere around here, so if there's a place that kind of looks like that, break through the wall and there's like little hidden rooms, and there's chests all around this place with not too good of stuff, but that one's
pretty good.
That's all this one comes with, but most of them come with like leads and like gunpowder and all that stuff.
There's a diamond hoe in one of them.
Yeah, diamond hoe in one of them. This is their little shroom farm. Going over here, another little dance floor area right here. These are like little jail cells or something. And there's like poop on the floor or whatever that is. So yeah. But that's that. So those, they have like little jail cells or whatever those are supposed to be. And then going over here, there's just there's like a giant one of them, like a giant Vindicator or whatever. I can't even remember what the other ones are called. They're weird names. Evoker. Yeah, it's like a giant evoker. He's got like a torch or something. So yeah,
wand.
Magic wand. So yeah, so there's that, and it's built out of wool. And then this is kind of like a little another farm type thing. And then over here is another farm type thing, which is pretty much the same exact type of farm. And then this, which is pretty much, it's like a little blacksmith type area. And then kind of speeding through the rest, since it's pretty much the same everywhere. This is another place, which I don't know what that is, like some sort of shrine or something. But yeah, if you want to see everything, you have to come on here and explore it for yourself, but I'm showing you pretty much most of the stuff. And then this is, of course, the second floor right here. So you can see there's another Vindicator right there, and then they don't use actual beds, they just have like beds built out of wool like that.
They don't know how safe and all that is.
Yeah. And then there's the stairs to the third floor, which I will just show you real quick. There's actually a somewhat secret room back here with nothing much in it, but it's kind of just behind the stairs right there. And then going up here, there's another giant, I cannot remember their names, evoker. Another giant evoker face. And then there's like a little kitchen and dining room.
Their faces look the same.
Yeah. I haven't found any evokers. There's a lot of Vindicators.
I only saw one evoker in that entire place.
Yeah, but evoker's like the main, like, mini boss type thing in this update. And then there's libraries everywhere, which are like the tallest rooms in the house.
Knowledge.
Yeah. And more dining rooms. It's like little girls' beds or whatever for the girl Vindicators and stuff. And then for the little boy Vindicators and all that. So I believe these are all still Vindicators. So yeah. And Vexes don't usually just spawn naturally, only on survival when the evokers spawn them. But there's some witches. Sometimes there's some other mobs in here. But yeah, so there's all that. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna try finding. There's the stairs. So so now I'm gonna go show the second floor, and then that'll pretty much be it. So yeah, so the second floor is pretty much the same. There's this room, which is kind of just a little viewing room with a little desk thing. And then that, another like girls' room, and another library. This is like the biggest library in here. There's like little seating areas and little halls of books.
This is huge right here.
Yeah. But it's pretty darn big. That's like the main dining room. So the second floor is like the ones with like the main libraries and everything. But that's pretty much it. We pretty much explored this whole place, but it's pretty much libraries, dining rooms, kitchens, and bedrooms. And then like jail cells and stuff, but it's very huge. You can see there's carpet going throughout the whole thing, and it's very nicely built. And yeah, it's pretty darn nice. So I'm gonna spawn a whole bunch of evokers real quick just to see if I can get that spawning animation on camera, just because I don't think you guys really saw it when I first did it. So I'm gonna spawn a whole bunch of evokers.
You should just get like you should just get like diamond armor, like enchanted diamond armor on. Like the totem of undying.
Yeah, so okay, well I'm gonna pause the camera real quick, and I'm gonna get some enchanted diamond armor in the totem of undying, and I'm gonna fight these guys. So then on survival you'll be able to, they'll probably try spawning more, and it'll get crazy. So this will finish off the episode.
Once you get them, you get the totem of undying.
Yeah, once you kill these guys, you get the totem of undying. So that's how you get it. So yeah, but I'm gonna do that real quick, and then that's how we'll finish off the episode with a big epic battle with like the new hardest to fight boss in here. But yeah, so once we fight these guys, that is pretty much it for the updates, but I'll do that real quick. Okay, so as you can see, Brayton's got, right here you can see Brayton's got his in his other hand using the new dual wield feature, which I will put mine in my other sword, that. And speaking of that, I just remembered that we forgot swords, so luckily we are still on creative. So yeah, so might want to grab a diamond sword, Brayton. So we're gonna grab a diamond sword, and then once Brayton gets that, I will transport us both onto survival, so we will fight these guys. So let's do this, Brayton. Okay, here we go. Okay, survival, and here we go. So as you can see, that is the new animation. Holy cow, they're just flying everywhere.
They are annoying.
So as you can see, if you can see that animation right there,
I'm dying.
It's very hilarious. They just wave their arms in the air, so you can see it right there. It's so weird. Totem of Undying.
I'm gonna die.
I have the power to...
My totem has already done its job.
Ow! Mine too. Oh, snap. Yeah, these guys are tough. I mean, if you're only fighting one of these guys, I would think it would be pretty easy. Oh my gosh, now the Vindicators are chasing me with their axes. So by the way, Vindicators on survival, they actually spread their arms so they don't look like villagers anymore with their arms together all the time. And they actually,
those things,
they actually have axes.
They use commands to make those into, like, moats and stuff. I'm gonna die. Wait, I got a totem of undying because I killed one.
Oh.
Yay.
So yeah, so it's pretty darn, it's pretty darn extreme.
I didn't get in my offhand in time.
Ah! Leave me alone. So yeah, so hopefully you all got a good look at, whoa, what the heck? That was weird. So hopefully you all got a good look at the, when they spawn stuff, there's like tentacles that come out of the ground. They look like tentacles. That's weird. But yeah, so hopefully you all got a...
villagers, see if there's one of those villagers.
Okay. So yeah, so hopefully you all got a... Whoa, I got one. So hopefully you all got a good look at the animation of when they spawn stuff. It's really kind of cool. But I'm going to go back onto creative now. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, pretty awesome. So yeah, so that is the Woodland Mansion, which is just a new natural spawn, and very, very cool. So yeah, so that is that. And that is pretty much everything with the update. Pretty much most of the texture changes, all the new skin packs, mashup packs, and everything, and all of the many new mobs and blocks and everything. So yeah, so that is pretty much it for this update. So if you have not downloaded TU53 or TU54, I definitely recommend them. They're both pretty darn cool updates, especially TU54. But yeah, that is pretty much our showcase of both of the updates combined into one video. So yeah, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!